Hello everyone and welcome back to Fordyce's BMW M3 E30 League here with NXTGEN Racing. I'm Jack TM53 as always commentating on this league. We're in here for race 2 of the event and we've got a full-blown reverse grid race in the M3s as always. Don't forget these drivers on the racing medium tyre this time round for the full reverse grid. So I'm fairly certain we're going to have a spectacular race abound very shortly. In terms of the reverse grid positions, just having a quick cycle through of the cars, you've got NXTGEN Dominator who lines up on the front row alongside Tim in second. There's Traumatic Dave and Danzo on the second row. Rally Matt 85 and Joey Dunlop are on the third row with Mehanester, Bruce Lee Harding, NXTGEN Les and the race winner of race 1, Fordyce at the back of the grid. So 10 drivers taking part in the race 2. Let's get things underway. Revs starting to rise. You can see on Dominator's indicator. Let's see if he gets a good launch. Lights are away at Bathurst. It looks like a really good start between Tim and Traumatic Dave, but Dominator's already gone backwards. He's decided enough's enough, and Tim's going to lead into turn 1. Joey Dunlop scythes his way up through the field. He moves up to second. Rally Matt's joined him. Danzo and Traumatic Dave, they had a bit of coming together there as they went through the sequence, but they've just about managed to keep it in a straight line. Les is trying to find a way through as well. Will ride on board with Les and Bruce Lee. Traumatic Dave doesn't have the slipstream. He's lost momentum. He's going to drop backwards. Mehanester, Fordyce and Dominator, who started on pole right the way down in 10th before he even got to turn 1. As Joey Dunlop takes the lead further up the field, Traumatic Dave just can't get himself on the power. He's going to drop through the field and down to 9th as Fordyce overtakes him. What about Dominator? Can he do the same? He can't. So, look at Les, had an unbelievable start in fact. He's up to 3rd. After starting 9th, he's already trying to look for a move up the inside, going through the corner. He's had a little bit of contact with Rally Matt, but he just about held it, going through Griffin's Mount. Rally Matt lives to tell the tale, but it's Joey Dunlop who leads around Bathurst. He got a great start, as did Rally Matt, both of them 5th and 6th on the 3rd row of the grid, up into the lead in 2 places, but Les is putting the pressure on. Tim running in 4th as well. Bit of sideways moment for Tim, but he just holds it. Rally Matt gets his line all wrong. Les can't find a way past him. Through the S's, Rally Matt just got himself a little bit out of shape. Tim hits the wall, in fact, but he's running in 4th place. Good showing so far for Tim. Mehanester's up to 5th, so Bruce Lee's lost momentum. Down in 6th place, Danzo trying to hug the inside line on the grass, but he's going to lose out to the slipstream. But Fordyce working with Bruce Lee, trying to push him along. They both want to try and clear Danzo as quick as they possibly can. And a quick look to see as Les has made his way past Rally Matt. So from 9th to 2nd in the form of 1 lap, the champion flying already as Tim kicks up the dirt going through the chase. Mehanester's in 5th. Bruce Lee's got past Danzo, but Fordyce couldn't follow him through. There's Dave and Dominator in 9th and 10th. Joey Dunlop's going to potentially lead the lap here, which it looks like he will do. Rally Matt's not going to give it up at all, though. Tim very sideways out of Murray's. He's going to drop to 5th. Coming towards the line. It's on the inside of Mehanester. Will he look to try and make an overtake? He doesn't. But good opening gambit for the Castrol back car. Goes a little bit sideways out the corner. I suspect Bruce Lee's going to go past him now on the run towards Murray's, or rather Quarry Bend I should say. Look at Joey Dunlop and Les, they're side by side. Les is going to try and go around the outside at Quarry Bend. It's been done before. He's going to turn in and try and go around the outside, but he's just going to hit the wall a little bit. Just keeps it out, manages to just about slot back in front of Rally Matt. So these three having a wonderful time at the front already. The racing mediums certainly allowing the drivers just to have a little bit more grip. But Joey's got a little bit wide out of the cutting, and surely Les goes through at Griffin's Mount from 9th to 1st in the space of a lap and a quarter. Les making his moves made, making those moves count as Joey hits the wall. I think Rally Matt is going to go through as well at McPhillamy Park. He does. So Rally Matt moves up to 2nd. Joey just a bit scuttly through the S's. He's held the car in a straight line. He runs in 3rd. There's Bruce Lee in 5th. Fordyce 6th. Danzo 7th. Cracking camera shot. Oh, Tim's hit the wall. So Tim's run at the front has been unfortunate in the end, and Dominator's gone off at the S's. Dominator not having the best of times around Bathurst. Les leads the way. Rally Matt second. Bruce Lee's up to third. So what has happened to Joey Dunlop and Mechanester for that matter? Bruce Lee on the podium points again. Joey Dunlop trying to find a way through, but he's not going to get one there. Oh, how wide do you want to go through the right-hander down a Conrod straight? He's just about kept it off the grass. That could have ended in disaster for Joey, but he survives to tell the tale again. Rally Matt putting the pressure onto Les, so Les not having it all his own way. Come across the line. Rally Matt certainly keeping Les honest. In fact, Les went a bit too deep going into Hell Corner. Rally Matt's got a very good run actually coming through the mountain straight. He's going to have the slipstream, he's going to have the momentum coming up the hill. Which way will he go? He moves to the inside line as they approach Quarry Bend. He maxes the revs out as he goes into fifth gear. Will he be able to brake a little bit later than Les on the inside? He's going to try it. He hugs the inside line. Les tries to turn in. They'll have a little bit of a nudge between each other, but Les keeps the position, so Les stays in first. Rally Matt's in second. Bruce Lee leading a train of cars now. Joey Dunlop and Four Fish looking to the inside at Griffin Bend. Never seen that before. Into the cutting. Four Fish moves into fourth. What a move that was. Brave going into the cutting. Coming through Griffin's Mount now. Four Fish up to fourth place then. His namesake in the position he is in now. Mechanester on the back of this queue. Just got to try and find a way past Joey, who led the opening lap. And this Danzo, Tim, dominating. Traumatic Dave's gone backwards. He's not having the best of times, is Dave. Oh, he's on the grass coming out of the corner there, going through Sulman Park. Not the place he wants to be. Oh, Les has hit the wall. I don't think he's going to lose too much momentum. We look at the different speeds as they come under the RDR rate sign. 120 for Les, 22 for Rally Matt. Not much of a difference. Bruce Lee's got to deal with Four Fish, the race one winner, striking back at his competitors. Didn't find his way through the field that quickly, but he did make sure his moves were exactly where they needed to be. And now he's closing that gap down on Bruce Lee. Will he look? He doesn't. Just breaks and settles in behind Bruce Lee, who's hit the curb over the chase. He's going to slide back on circuit. Surely Four Fish will just have the momentum to roll past Bruce Lee, which he does indeed. Four Fish back into the podium places. He's into third. He won the race last time before, and now he's in the top three once again. Bit of work to do to try and catch up to the back of Rally Matt, who might just be gapped now by Les. Still early days in the race, still a long way to go with another 12.5 minutes left in the session. But Four Fish being closed in again by Bruce Lee. It's not going to be quite close enough to make a move into Quarry Bend, but he's going to be there in his wing mirrors. This is exactly where Bruce will want to be for now. He knows how quick Four Fish is, and if he can hang on to him, he might just find himself fighting for second place with Rally Matt further up the road. You can see Four Fish, fastest lap that time around, a 2:19.8, only 1/10 quicker, funnily enough, than the best lap set in on the Racing Hard. So that is an interesting stat to see. But the driver's still settling into a rhythm, and I imagine there's more time to find on these medium compounds. Mehanester's moved himself up to 5th past Joey now. Danzo in 7th. Tim in 8th place still. Dominator in 9th, and Traumatic Dave still running around in 10th. But Rally Matt's closed the gap once more on Les. Les not being able to break away as well as he would have wanted. Look at Rally Matt taking a tighter line. Has he been able to get a good exit? Looks like he hit the wall, and he has. So no chance for Rally Matt then, going into the chase in terms of trying to go past him on the brakes. See the difference in speed. Only now is Rally Matt starting to make an impression on the slipstream. Looking at the mile an hour, 158, only 157 for Les, so excuse me, not much of a difference as Les clamps the curb at the chase. We saw Bruce Lee do that the lap before. Les keeping it on circuit though, unlike Bruce Lee. But these two very close together on circuit. Just coming up to the halfway mark of the race. See the gap between the two, nothing at all. And Rally Matt sets fastest lap, and that's much more like it, 2:19.1. Fordyce is taking Bruce Lee with him. So two groups of two at the front, trying to utilise one another to close the gap on the cars in front and to break away respectively. Les with a 2:19.7 that last lap, the slowest of the front four, as we cross over the halfway mark of the race. Can he replicate his form and take a race win, or will Rally Matt add to his total tally and make it from 1 to 2 for the season? He very much like that. Had a tricky run of events as Rally Matt in terms of unfortunate incidents, but he is second as he cuts his way through Reed Park and then through Sulman Park, and then just round this next corner you've got McPhillamy too. 3 parks, and then that's set in as Rally Matt goes through the gravel. He followed Les's line but a bit more extreme, just held on to the Kai sideways through the S's as well, but he holds it on just brilliantly. Great car control exhibited there from the turquoise and white car. How he held onto the line. Oh, he's sideways again, going through Forest Elbow. That's a lot of time lost. Rally Matt, after putting up a good fight, look at the gap, is immense now between himself and Les. Comes across the line of 46.4. Look at that, he's going to be about 2.5 seconds back. Not ideal for Rally Matt. And Fordyce is actually broken away from Bruce Lee, so he can concentrate on the job at hand of trying to catch Rally Matt after those mistakes. Mehanesta, his windscreen wipers back on. Hadn't seen it for the whole of the event for Bathurst. I didn't think it was going to happen. Well, the button accidentally knocked during the race. He's put them back on. So Mehanesta, windscreen wipers, not really cleaning anything. So he's in 5th. Danzo up to 6th. He's got past Joey Dunlop, who I think has made a mistake a lap prior to this one. You see the lap time of 2:27. Very anomalous compared to the other laps he's done so far, outside of the opening one. Joey then has to try and get past Danzo. He's on for a equal best result of the season if he can finish in 6th. Tim's in 8th. Trying to recall Tim's best results so far this season, I believe would be in 8th place at Kyoto, the track that unfortunately we don't have any replays for, the mythical race that nobody once saw. So Tim matching his best result of the season so far, whether he can pull it off. Oh, how sideways is he going through Ori Bend? He's just hit the wall. Dominator, a little bit of a wiggle coming out the corner. You can see the gap closing down between himself and Tim. He's not going to catch him in time as he go through the cutting. And a 6th time of asking, but then Tim's sideways. Surely Dominator on the inside line. He's trying to avoid contact between himself and Tim. Can he move to the inside? He can't quite squeeze through, and he has to slot back in at Sulman Park. Dramatic Dave on his own in 10th. Les still leads, he's on his own. Rally Matt there in 2nd place. He's being hunted down by Fordyce. Rally Matt, holder of the fastest lap though, a 2:19.1. I certainly would have expected the difference between the medium and the hard compounds to be much more profound compared in terms of speed, but only 8/10 difference in terms of the fastest lap on the mediums and the hard. And there's been a bit more inconsistency with the drivers as well, I've noticed. So maybe the medium tyres not giving as much grip or consistency as the M3 lobby would have expected. And you watch Rally Matt as he comes across the line now, 220.2. Fordyce in the 19s. So 4 laps in a row now. Fordyce circulating in the 19s. He's got the rhythm. But will he have enough time, with just over a quarter of the race remaining, to catch that turquoise car? Bruce Lee, very differing times. He's done a 220.2 that last lap, matching that of Rally Matt. As does Mehan Esther, who's probably sick of having lonely races at this point. He's in 5th. It's exactly the same place he finished earlier on in the season at Dragon Trail. Might be wondering why I've referenced that, but he had a lonely race then in his first race. But he's in 5th currently. Danzo's in 6th still. It's actually matched the same time as Joey Dunlop, so that's an improvement for Danzo. Ooh, he's just a bit sideways on the exit of the cut-in. But he'll be very happy with that. Danzo moving forward in terms of his pace. He was unfortunate at Tokyo Expressway the week before. Around 8, he clipped the curb a couple of times. It sent him round. He's got a little bit more form though tonight. Joey in 7th place. Tim still has Dominator behind him. Bit of late race pressure for Tim to try and deal with. Running in 8th position. Can he hold off Dominator? Nice line from Tim going through Sulman Park. Taps the wall at McPhillamy. Just about keeps it out of the grass, unlike Dominator. Watch them as they come through the S's. Tim's just gone a bit deep. He's hit the wall. He's going to bounce maybe back off the wall. Dominator tries to take advantage, but he's sideways. And he can't quite get through there. Gap between Rally Matt and Fordyce is closing again on this lap. Drivers should have enough time for 2 more laps. Rally Matt has to deal with a penalty as well. That gap has really come down. 2:19.9, a 2:21 flat from Rally Matt. So the battles on circuit for 8th and 3rd. Rather 8th and 2nd. And Fordyce in the slipstream. It's closing that gap. You can see the difference in speed between the two. But he's just not quite going to make a challenge into what would be turn 2 at Quarry Bend. Just puts Rally Matt under a little bit of pressure. He hasn't got fastest lap anymore, does Fordyce. That's gone the way of NXTGEN Les with a 2:18.8, so he's found 1.1 seconds between the fastest lap of race 1 and race 2. But Rally Matt under pressure now. He won another 2nd place to add to his tally of 3 so far this season. But Fordyce will want to come out of this with 40 points. It'd be a really good haul, and it would solidify 2nd in the championship standings for him. His closest competitor, Bruce Lee Harding. You see Fordyce closing the gap now. Coming through the S's, down on the brakes. Takes a tighter line than Rally Matt, which is going to help set him up on the approach to Forest's elbow. And you can see the gap visually shorter than what it once was. He brakes earlier than Rally Matt. 2 different styles through the corner. Certainly, definitely 2 different styles as Rally Matt drifted through Forest's elbow there. But he's just not took the advantage that you would have expected. But he'll have 1 more lap to try and make an impression on Rally Matt. Dominator's past Tim. And Tim's made a mistake somewhere. That gap's quite large, and we've lost Traumatic Dave from the race as well, sadly. Not having a good time was Dave. He had a few internet issues. Joey Dunlop hits the wall quite hard, actually, at Forest's elbow. So the fight realistically now between these two on circuit. Everyone else a little bit more spaced out. as Les rounds that final corner for what will be the penultimate lap. Whoa, Rally Matt is very, very deep. Going into Murray's corner, as was Fordyce. Rally Matt trying to defend to the inside, which he's just about covered off. So Fordyce moves to the outside line on the final lap. Will he get a good run? Coming out of Hell Corner, Rally Matt's gone on the grass. Just about holds his line. Will he be closing the speed on Rally Matt, will Fordyce? He's just seeing the difference in mile an hour changing now, but he's not going to be close enough to make a lunge at Quarry Bend. He's going to have to hope that Rally Matt can't clear his penalty. But it's not a great run out of Quarry Bend for Rally Matt. Look at Fordyce trying to dive to the inside. He can't quite make it. Door closed, says Rally Matt. And he's actually ghosted a little bit. I thought Fordyce was going to drive through him. It would have been an unconventional overtake, but a clever one at that. And Fordyce looking to the outside line as they go through. Griffin's Mount. He tries to do the switchback, coming through. Reed Park, he's not quite there. What about Sulman Park? Can he set up a move through there? He can't quite do it. McPhillamy's going to be very difficult to pull off. Oh, Rally Matt sideways. He's hit the wall a little bit. He got a good run though. So it's all going to come down to the final part of this circuit down the Conrod Straight, whether Rally Matt can hold on. Different line to the corner. Rally Matt hits the wall. Fordyce sees his opportunity, but Rally Matt closes the door. He can't close it now. He's going to have to go to the outside line through Forest Elbow. Can he do the switchback coming off the corner? He can't quite, but he's going to have the slipstream. He's going to jerk to the inside. He can't find his way through, and Rally Matt exquisitely blocks the door, but he's left the line open. Going down Conrod Straight. Les is off and up the road. He's certainly going to win this now at this stage. But who's going to get second? Rally Matt's going to be on the outside through this flat right-hander. They're both going to have to give each other room going through the corner, which they do. Rally Matt, will he break a little bit later? He does. They make contact going through the chase. The Fordyce goes onto the gravel. He just about gets back on circuit. He's sideways. He holds the car. He's going to lead going into the final corner. Well done to Les for winning this race. He's been absolutely brilliant from start to finish. Great result for him. But what about second? Rally Matt's trying to go around the outside. It's going to be a drag to the line. Who's going to get it? Rally Matt's just about going to get second place at the line. He takes the position. Great fighting between himself and Fordyce, who took third. Bruce Lee fourth. Mehanester, he's going to take fifth. Awesome finale to that race right at the end. He does a big slide, does Mehanester, across the line. Danzo will come home in sixth place. He beats Joey Dunlop, which is a good result for him. There's Joey Dunlop in 7th position with a new personal best right at the end of 2:21 flat. Dominator, he's going to beat Tim to the line. He's got a 1 second penalty to deal with, but Tim's a bit too far back. So it's Next Gen Dominator 3. He's just going to clear his penalty right at the line, which he does. So Dominator takes 8th and Tim rounds out the field in 9th. What a fantastic race that was, ladies and gentlemen. Les took the race with him, but the chaos at the finish between Rally Matt 85 and, of course, Fordyce ended in Rally Matt taking second place, with third going the way of Fordyce. But that is it for round 9 of Fordyce's BMW M3 E30 League here with Next Gen. We'll be back for one more event at the Red Bull Ring, which will be commentated on over the next few days, so do tune in to JackTM53, of course, on Twitch, where all the action is for this league. But nevertheless, what a great set of races we had there for the event. Do tune in for the Red Bull Ring, but in the meantime, I've been JackTM53, and wherever you might be in the big wide world, have a good one and see you soon.